I mean, we talked about the prices are, they're gonna increase, obviously,
long term.
long term, inflation and everything. But you know what? It's just a great time right now. You can negotiate right now. It's a great time. I don't want to say the prices dropped so much, no, but you can still go into a negotiation. It's a great time to talk to the seller, talk to the agent, and negotiate the prices. You can try. More than a no, you cannot get it. So this is what I experience right now. There are great deals out there. And you can really negotiate with people, even if you save for a couple of thousand, but at least you saved, right? So this is what we said. You paying a higher interest rate, but that is like here, okay.
It's not that easy, yeah?
You have to be
So this
closer.
is in real time and this is a little bit delayed.
Okay, anyways. So that's what we talk, guys. You're paying a higher interest rate right now, which you can deduct on taxes. But the great part here right now, you can negotiate. This is a great time. You can go down with the price. 3 years ago, we had that low interest rate, but we had that kind of higher prices, right? So people didn't want to negotiate. They said, you want to buy it or not? And that's it, because you had these lower interest rates. And right now, it's just the opposite. You can tax this interest rate and still get a good deal. That's for sure. And even that's what we mentioned, it's not everything about cash flow. Cash flow is not king, especially now in this time. Use the benefits, use the tax benefits. As soon as you're in a cash flow positive, you have to pay taxes as well, right? So use that time, downsize your tax payments, and pay a little bit in addition. It's okay. It's absolutely fine. That's how you build equity. Yeah. And people realizing that. Before it was more cash flow from the beginning, great, but right now it's fine. It's absolutely fine, because you can go down with the price.
I mean, 5, 6, 7 years ago, everybody bought with positive cash flow, but
Yeah.
not COVID, post-COVID times.
No, and you can barely find that. If you can find that, I'd really like to see where.
Yeah.
I'd really like to see where, because if you find from the beginning a cash flow positive property, depends on the location. This is what we always talk: location, location,
Yeah.
location. Very, very important.
And I'd rather have a better location and a negative cash flow than a positive cash flow in a shitty location.
Absolutely. You have to really, if you go for a property, you have to check the statistics, micro. Like, you have to really check what is close by, what's the history behind that area, behind that city, and in which province it is. So you really have to pay attention. If it's somewhere in the, I don't know, nowhere, and you're having a positive cash flow, yeah, it's great, but where's your property gonna go? What value is your property is gonna have?
And you will only have a positive cash flow if you have a tenant, which, if your property is in the back end of nowhere, good luck finding a tenant.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have a tenant, you have a pretty negative cash flow suddenly.
And yeah, and you cannot even increase the rent, to be honest. Like, even if you increase, no one is gonna live there. And also be careful about positive cash flow. Sometimes you have properties there for a really, really good price, okay? It might be in a good area. It might be super cheap, but check the protocols. Why the sellers are selling their properties so cheap? There might be something behind.
Yeah.
So I always say you pay for quality. People value, and you pay for quality, you pay for location, really. Yeah.